Alright, so I'm going to be doing both unboxings. Start with the Black Panther, aka Shuri. Anyone notice that the QR code isn't there anymore? They stopped doing that? It's not on the budget. It's cover art. And she's coming with a Justice pre-con deck. So let's do this. All right, so Shuri, Black Panther. I still have not played the original Black Panther, but that's okay. I've been told that their styles are completely different. All right. Put the cellophane in your pocket so the cats can't eat it. The plan. All right. There we go. We have Shuri. So, for recovery, she's a genius. And Wakanda traded. Hand size of 6. And hit points 11. She's an inventor. That's an action. So, exhaust Shuri. Search your deck for a Black Panther tech upgrade and play it, reducing its resource cost by 2. Limit once per round. And then Black Panther, hero form. Hand size of 5. 2 thwart, 1 attack, 2 defense. Wakanda traded. So I guess they're not smart when they go into hero form. Weird. Response after Black Panther uses a basic power. Resolve the special ability on 1 Black Panther upgrade that you control. Alright. Just to be a little more productive with this, I should be doing this at the same time. So that way I can play. Alright, and then we have her signature ally, T'Challa. Alright, so he's 4 costs, kind of expensive. 2 thwart, 2 attack, 3 health. Hero response after T'Challa uses a basic power, resolve special ability on 1 Black Panther upgrade you control. Well, that's interesting. So it's not a like one and done type ability. So ideally, it sounds like you probably want to have him on the table with Shuri at the same time. So they actually probably play really well with a sidekick leadership deck, I would imagine. I gotta say though, the artwork's really nice though. All right, so now we have 2 of her attack events. 2 cost Clawed Strike, hero action, deal 4 damage to an enemy, resolve the special ability on 1 Black Panther upgrade you control, and this is physical resourced. And it comes with 2 copies of that. So I'm starting to see a pattern here. So it looks like from the responses on their cards, and then a couple of these event cards, it shows it's going to trigger the special effects on their upgrades. It looks like I'm pretty sure from what I saw, that's how like kind of like how the T'Challa Black Panther did things. Next we have two of her thwart cards on the prowl. It's a hero action thwart, remove 3 threat from scheme, and then resolve the special ability on one Black Panther upgrade you control. So pretty much like the attack ones. Alright, and then we have one copy of Wakanda Forever. One event, or one cost event, hero action. Resolve the special ability on each Black Panther upgrade you control in any order. And looks like she gets 2 resource cards. Some vibranium. Then we will have support card. The elephant's truck. Alter ego action. 2 cost support. Exhaust the elephant's trunk and up to 2 other Wakanda allies and or supports you control. Draw 1 card for each card exhausted this way, including this one. And then we have another 1 cost support. Queen Ramonda. Alter ego action. Exhaust Queen Ramonda. Heal 1 damage for an alter ego with the Wakanda trait equal to the alter ego's recovery. Looks like she might be someone that likes to go, who likes to flip down. So I guess I'm putting 2 and 2 together for why it's in a um, Justice deck. We have a 1 cost upgrade. Aja Adenata. Exhaust the Aja Adenata. Shuffle 1 identity specific card from your discard pile into your deck. Oh, this one's just action, so you can do this in either form. Right, and then we have her upgrades. So the first one is a 2 cost upgrade, the Vibranium Suit. Special attack. Special and it's an attack. So move 1 damage from your hero to an enemy. You may discard this card to give your hero a tough status card. The next card we have is Spider Bites. 2 cost upgrade, special effect. Choose a player, deal 1 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with that player. You may discard this card to stun each of those enemies. It's interesting. Another 2-cost upgrade. Panther Claws. Special and the attack. It's a weapon, so deal 2 damage to an enemy. You may discard this card to deal 3 additional damage to an enemy. If you do, this attack gains piercing. And then the final upgrade. 2-cost. Tech. Kimoya Beats. It's a thwart special, and then remove 1 threat from scheme. You may discard this card to confuse an enemy. And that is her hero kit. I am intrigued to see how the special effects, how you do all that. Next, for the cards that came with, now we're looking at her deck. So this goes up until right here. All right, so we got a Justice Ally, Manifold, 2 thwart, 1 attack, 3 cost, 2 health, energy resourced. Considered as a Avenger and Wakanda. Response: after Manifold enters play, choose a player. That player searches their deck and discard pile for a player's side scheme and adds it to their hand. That's kind of cool, actually. That might make me want to play some Justice right there just for that ability. And it's not traded so specific, so you could slip this in any deck. We got 3 copies of Infiltration. This is a 1-cost event, and it's a thwart. Hero action. Choose a number from 1 to 5. Discard that many cards from the top of the encounter deck. Then remove 1 threat from a scheme for each card discarded that way. Put 1 minion discarded this way into play engaged with you. So it's kind of like a way you can hunt out a minion and also take some threat out off a scheme at the same time. Kind of like looking for trouble or come get me, bub. So this must be the Justice version of it. So 3 copies of that. Ooh, player side scheme. Okay. So this one is 0 cost, physical resource. Captain America on the art. That's kind of cool. Going undercover. Victory 0. So when defeated, the defeating player looks at the top 5 cards of the encounter deck. They may add 1 non-scenario specific card from among those to the victory display. Then place the rest on the top and or bottom of the encounter deck. So non-scenario. So I assume it like so basically modular ones you can do. That's kind of cool. So it's like one non-scenario. So I assume, yeah, because modulars aren't scenarios, right? The scenario would be what you're doing. So if I was able to, so if I was playing if I was playing the Thunderbolt modular and I just so happened to come across off the top 5 cards that I was looking at, I could just add it to the victory or something like that. Or say if you were doing like standard, right, and you came across like Shadows of the Past, we can put that in the victory and remove it out of the game. For when if I'm understanding that correctly. Another player side scheme we get, Show of Empathy. Force interrupt when threat is removed from this scheme. Place that threat on a non-elite minion. If that minion has threat on it equal to or greater than the remaining hit points, add Show of Empathy to the victory display and attach one set-aside copy of Redemption to that minion. So there's a Redemption card. I assume it's... No. Oh, it's right here. So that's what you get to attach to it. So take control of attached minion and treat it as a redeemed ally with a blank text box. Its thwart is equal to its printed scheme, and it takes one consequential damage after it thwarts or attacks. So that's kind of cool. So you can basically take control of like a minion, a non-elite minion, but still, it's kind of cool. See, with stuff like this, you gotta wonder what's in the future for the game. Like, you know, they're hinting at Civil War. Maybe we're gonna be able to make our old hero cards into villains or something like that. That's interesting. I'll just keep that with it because it looks like that's it goes with that. All right, we got a Justice support card called the Raft. Two cost, physical resourced. It's a shield card. After a minion leaves play, tuck it under here from the encounter discard pile. Remove threat from the scheme equal to the tucked minion's printed scheme. If there are at least 4 minions here, deal one random minion here to any player as a face down encounter card. All right, so we got 3 copies of Invisible Gear. So you can play under any player's control, max 1 per player. When an enemy would attack you, discard invisibility gear that enemy schemes instead. The tech card. It's a tech card. Who can benefit from tech cards? Tony Stark. Hey, we got some reprints. We got Sonic Rifles. It's too bad they didn't come up with a different design. But yeah, Sonic Rifle, as you know, it's restricted. Comes in with 2 charges on it. Hero action, exhaust Sonic Rifle, remove 1 charge counter from it, confuse an enemy. Deal 3 damage to the enemy instead if they already were confused. So 3 of those, 3 of those. And then we got 3 copies of Sting Operation, max 1 per player. After a non-elite minion schemes, discard Sting Operation and then discard that minion. All right, time for some basic cards. Looks like. So we have ally 3 cost Anika. 1 thwart, 2 attack. Traded as the Dora Mihai. Wakanda traded also. Response after Anika uses a basic power, resolve the special ability on another Dora Magi ally. And then special, remove 1 threat from a scheme. And we have 3 cost ally Io, 1 thwart to attack, same traded. Dora Magi and Wakanda. And response after Iowa uses a basic power, resolve the special ability on another Dora Magi ally. And then the special in this one is deal 1 damage to an enemy. And then we have Okoye, 4 cost ally, 2 thwart, 2 attack. Same traded response after Okoye uses a basic power, resolve the special ability on another Dora Magi ally. And then special, choose a Wakanda hero or ally. They get plus 1 thwart in attack until the end of phase. We have a 2 cost event, Heart of the Panther. This is a team up for Black Panther T'Challa and Black Panther Shuri. Max 1 per deck. Search your deck and discard pile for a Black Panther upgrade and put it into play. Resolve the special ability on up to 4 Black Panther upgrades you control in any order. And then we have a reprint of Build Support, which looks really cool. 1 cost. When defeated, each player may search their deck and discard pile for support with a 3 cost, 3 or less, 3 cost of 3 or less, and put it into play. And then we have the 3 cost support, the Dora Magi. Ignore the card's resource cost if your identity has the Wakanda trait. And then action, exhaust Dora Mihai, resolve the special ability on 1 Dora Mihai ally, and then heal 1 damage from that ally. And then we have our traditional resource cards, and they are printed with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And let's leave this up because those are really cool looking. And that is Black Panther Shuri's Precon deck. So next, next we're gonna go into her obligation and her nemesis, and then the extra cards that come with it for other deck building stuff. Okay, so obligation, T'Challa's Shadow. Give to the Shuri player. Uses 4 doubt counters. Increase the resource cost of each card you play by 1. Force response. After you thwart, attack, or defend, remove 1 doubt counter from here. And then her minion is Claw. 2 scheme, 0 attack, just like his actual villain card. And his effect is basically the same. Force interrupt when Claw attacks, give him 1 boost card for the activation. He comes with a side scheme, manipulated music. When revealed, find music and put her into play engaged with you. When defeated, discard music from play. This comes with a boost icon. And it's 2 boosted and 5 threat. We have music themselves. 0 scheme, 0 attack, 1 health. When revealed, find manipulated music and put it into play. When defeated, move all threat from manipulated music to the main scheme. Also, this has a boost icon amplifier. And then we have 2 treachery cards. The Scream. When revealed, stun each character you control. Deal 1 damage to each of those characters that was already stunned. So they get stunned, they're going to take damage because they're already stunned. And then the boost effect on this, you're stunned. If you were already stunned, take 1 damage. And that is everything for Shuri's deck in general. Now I don't have to worry about using those other cards as proxies. I actually have them now. Alright. Alright, let's take a look at the cards that came with her deck. This is our stop. We get a new leadership ally, 3 cost, the White Wolf, 2 thwart, 2 attack. Wakanda traded, 3 health, force response. After White Wolf attacks, place 1 threat on the main scheme. Would you want to do that? Oh, but he doesn't take any consequential damage. Okay, that's fair. It's kind of interesting. I like that. We got 3 copies of Target Spotter. It's a shield card. Uses 2 target counters. 1 cost. Interrupt. When a minion would engage a player, remove 1 target counter from here. That minion cannot activate until the end of the phase. Engage that minion. Got another copy of Heart of the Panther, which you could, I imagine, you just put that in your other Black Panther original deck. You only have 1 per deck, anyways. And then we get another Thunderbolt to add to our collection. Joystick. 1 scheme, 1 attack. 17 health. 4 boosted. Villainous. Victory 1. Force interrupt. When Joystick activates against you, choose. Give her 1 additional boost card for this activation and draw a card. And then the other one is give her a tough status card. She gets 2 attachments. Energy, Truncheon. Attach the joystick. Otherwise, attach the villain. Attach enemy gains piercing. Hero action. Attached enemy attacks you. After this attack, discard this card and draw 1 card. And then it also gives +1 attack. Their side scheme, playing for keeps. Each identity gets +1 hand size. I kind of like that. Force interrupt. When an enemy activates, give it 1 boost card for that activation, in addition to any other boost cards it gets. And then we have 2 treachery cards, Extreme Risk. When revealed, find Joystick and reveal her. If she's already in play, she engages you. Joystick activates against you. If no enemy is activated this way, this card gains Surge. You may give the activating enemy an additional boost card. If you do, draw 1 card. All right, and that is everything that comes with the Black Panther Shuri Precon deck. Now I'm just gonna get these rest them sleeved up, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at what Silk's got to bring to the table. So I'll be right back with that.